I have a mystery at this point. I have to figure out who is poisoning the town's children. Last 5 questions. Deal with your Roman trauma. Don't seem to have any customers lately. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's nothing new. Well, let's go talk to the parents again. Let's see if. Oh, it's no. Maybe the kid actually has some information now. They're over here. Looks much better now, although he's still sleeping heavily. All right, let's talk to the parents, I guess. I could never think you would think enough for giving my boy an honest chance. Is there anything at all which I can do for you? You could always compensate me in a material way. Sure, whatever. Well, yes, of course. We don't have much, but I heard that you and John Cassidy are going on a trip or some such. Maybe I have some stuff that could come in handy. Cal starts ranging around the family's meager belongings, and soon he's amassed a small pile of things on the table. Here, it's all yours. Don't know if it'd be any use, but at least you can sell it, eh? Why, thanks, Kyle. I'm sure it'll come to good use. Take a rope, 2 flares, and a small collection of junk. All right, let's do that. See anything else? No. Okay. How about the wife? Who is just hiding behind a locker. What the fuck? Seriously, lady? I don't know what to say, Q. Thank you for helping my boy. I only hope that the ancestor spirits will forgive me for going against Matatu's wishes. Don't worry, Kaija. I have a feeling that everything will be all right. Right. Well, nothing new there. I guess now it's time to go over to Matatu and just say, J'accuse! You poisoned the little children! You little children poisoner! You have child killer karma! Anyway, this is a mod for Fallout 2. This is the Mutants Rising mod. This is the demo. I'm sorry, this is not the Mutants Rising mod full, but this is the demo for the Mutants Rising mod. Came out 10 years ago, something like that. 2011, 2014, something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. I'll have to look it up. But this demo is really competent. It's really well written. There's not very many bugs. The writing is great. I really like the writing. I really like the writing in this mod. This is really good stuff. Yeah, this mod is really pretty solid. I was hoping there'd be only 2 hours worth of gameplay like in the Olympus 2207 mod. But this is really solid so far, so I'm happy that it's going on longer than I thought it would. Start talking to people. Counselor Jordan is starting to get old, I think. He's not as strong as he used to be. We should never have left New Arroyo behind. Surely the ancestors would have accepted something. I don't know. What we got here? Go away, the spirit shaman will chew my ass off if I speak to you. Spirit shaman sounds dirty. Kaija should come back to their own. Only then will her son be something from the spirits. Can I speak to you now, Elkin? Shaman tribes forbid it. Yes, Elkin. Yes, Elkin. Vrax, right? I am. You are the orphan in Cassidy's care. What business do you have here? I'm an orphan? I thought I was a kid. Thought of the special just having a look around. Why? This is the great spirit shaman's tent. I strongly advise you to look around elsewhere. Now. Take it easy, Vrax. I didn't mean to upset you. I just had some quick questions for you, okay? Vrax only looks partly at you, a tinge of irritation growing across his face. Mind if we talk about the old ways? That depends. Why would you wish to hear my knowledge of the old ways? Old Mollis is the tribe's keeper of Saga. She is the one an outsider like you should seek for such questions. I believe that everyone has at least some valuable insight. It's just about taking the time to listen. Don't you agree? That's my speech skill, I think. You have a way with words. Very well. The old ways are the collected traditions and social laws of our tribe. It is the way our ancestors chose to live, and we honor them by abiding to the ways. My father was a great warrior and the tribe's most skilled hunter, and so I have honored his memory by walking his path. Because of my prowess, I have been honored with the task to safeguard our spirit shaman as well, a most sacred duty that, in time, my son will inherit. That is all you need to know from me. I see, isn't it frustrating, though, having your whole life set out without the freedom to choose your own path? Vrax gets a dangerous glimmer in his eyes, almost mad, and looks straight at you for the first time. You will not shame me and my kin by questioning our ways, outsider. We live side by side with you, Elkins, but that does not mean that we will have our values and ideals discredited. Leave me now, before you draw my anger in full. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. It's just a question. Maybe I'll come back when you've cooled off a bit and leave. Whatever. Alright, what's up? Nothing is up. I am guarding the home of my spirit father, Matatu, as is the task appointed to me by the old ways. Now, unless you have anything specific to request of me, I suggest you leave me in peace. Tell me about the old ways. Don't you agree about the talking to people? Okay. This is all you need to know from me. Okay. Okay, so sounds reassuring. I'm sure your father is proud of your accomplishments. Vrax looks at you in full for the first time, a hint of confusion across his eyes. Outsiders and Elkins are by rule not so ready to accept that our ways differ from theirs. As says our spirit shaman, you are indeed different, much like John Cassidy. I thank you for all your words. Think like nothing of it. Do you mind if I ask you some more questions? Okay. Could we talk about the spirit shaman, Matatu? I would rather not discuss the shaman with an outsider, but you have shown that you know the value of respect. What do you know about the great shaman, Q? What do you want to know? I'm sorry. What's he like? A strange question. He is as he should be. Some say that he indulges too deeply in the Xander route, and that his constant connection to the spirits is wearing on him. But this is for the spirit shaman to decide. No one knows his limits better than he. Other than that, he is dedicated to the old ways, zealous in his duty, and always in the know about the happenings around him. He is, as he should be. Could you tell me a bit about his rituals? The ritual's inner workings only the shaman is privy to. The one ritual that is most frequently used as of late is the spiritual ancestor ceremony, as Matatu says that the ancestors needs to be appeased in order for the sickness to stop from spreading. There isn't much mystery to it. Everyone assembles around the bonfire and partakes of the flesh of beasts. Then those most closely connected to the ancestors drink from the spirit brew, prepared by the shaman the night before. What do you mean when you say flesh of the beast? The flesh of the beast is just that. Brahmin meat grilled at the bonfire. That does sound yummy. Have some nice grilled beef. Anyway, all of us eat from it, but as I said, the important part of the ritual is the spirit brew given to those most closely connected to the ancestors. The closely connected are those among us that respect and follow the old ways by heart and true intent, yet those that have taken the brew have succumbed to all the sickness, as their ancestors find their dedication to the old ways weak despite their efforts. I know that if I would partake of the brew, I would be able to prove to the spirits that I am worthy and the sickness would stop. But Matatu says that I am not as closely connected to my father as I believe. Wait a minute. Everyone that's tasted the brew has become ill? That doesn't sound right. I warn you not to pursue this query, Q. You have shown respect so far. Do not falter now. Those that have become sick suffer because they are not worthy, that is all. In the past, some have fallen ill as well as after imbibing the spirit brew. But this time the ancestors are very displeased. Besides, I hear that Elkin children have also fallen ill, right? This very fact proves that the ceremony is not at fault. Yeah, okay, forget I asked. Let's talk about something else, I guess. Can we talk about the spirit shaman Matatu? Okay, telling about his rituals. Is it true that he makes frequent visits to the graveyard at night? Yes, he communicates to the graveyard on some nights in order to communicate better with the spirits of the dead. There is nothing sinister about it. Well, I did just dig up the graveyard, so I don't know. Doesn't he also collect the shrooms that grow there? I've heard that they're pretty unhealthy. The shrooms are nurtured by the remains of our dead, so of course they are hazardous, but Matatu learned long ago to use them in his brews and concoctions. They are safe as long as the imbiber is worthy to partake of them. Right, but haven't an awful lot of Arroyans been found unworthy when drinking the spirit brew lately? I mean, seems as if everyone that's taken it has gotten sick. I warn you not to pursue this query, Q. You have shown respect so far, but do not follow. Okay, same thing. Okay. Leave. Bye-bye. Looks like seems like that's all the dialogue there is. Let's talk to, let's see, is there anybody inside here? That would, I assume, be the shaman. So let's start stealing from him. Mad hiss, I'll kill you if you touch my things again. Let's do it. Feel my wrath, Vrax. But that's Vrax? I'm not Vrax. I didn't do anything. I need to. Spirits all with me. And they're gonna murder me on the spot, of course. Of course they are. Strong kick. Actually, a strong punch him. Ah, oof. And I'm dead.
You have died.
You have died, of course. Can I sneak and open stuff up? Nope. Orphan, what are you doing in the spirit shaman's tent? Hey, what's up with that wacky eye painted on your forehead? It is the gaze of curses, you ignorant child thing. Now be gone before I set its wrath upon you. Ooh, the gaze of curses. What, you stare at me for a while and my junk falls off? Matatsu's eyes grow darker and you can see how his pale complexion takes on a flustered red hue. Out now! I feel my wrath. Alright, whatever. The shaman said, what are you doing? You mean, what are you doing in my tent, right? Your disrespect is not welcome here, orphan. Now leave my tent or does Vrax have to throw you out? Oh, okay, whatever. Got a name, you know. Your name is of no concern to the great spirit shaman, orphan. You are a bastard child of the waste and should not even deserve to lay your eyes upon me. Now leave my tent. What's with all the hostility? You barge into the tent of the tribe's most holy person, you, an outsider, and you ask why there is hostility? Truly, sense and conduct must come with the mother's milk, of which you never partook. Now leave, orphan, for my time is much too precious to waste on ingrates. Damn, you sure are one surly son of a bitch. I come seeking the wisdom of the great spirit shaman. Quite unusual that someone of such poor upbringing would have the sense to acknowledge greatness when faced with it. But even so, my wisdom is not for you to partake of, orphan. Now leave me, as I loathe to waste more time upon this fruitless conversation. Okay. I just ask him to leave. Alright, let's just go. Let's talk to the next person over. There was a woman preparing to give birth in this tent, and so I ask you to leave and not disturb her. Huh. See Jessica, and Marina of the Royo tribe. Huh. Oh, I can kind of see inside the wall a little bit. I can at least see the two braziers burning. Huh, the only thing is the door is locked. And I have garbage for lockpick skill. We're going to get locked way beyond your capabilities. I think this is the last lady, so we'll talk to this lady. Greetings, Ward of Cassidy. Greetings, Kirky. I was wondering if I could have some of your spare time. Very well. Was there anything in particular? Tell me about yourself, Kirky. I don't think we've ever had the opportunity to know each other. Ooh. That is not surprising. I am Aurelian, daughter of Nagor, the son of Morlus, aunt to the Chosen One. You are a outsider. There has not been any natural cause for us to meet. What do you mean? We both grew up in Elko, and we're roughly the same age. I did not mean to be disrespectful. It is just that we, the Aurelians, have always been different. Okay, then there was something else I wanted to ask you. Too bad, I guess it's... How it is, maybe I'll see you later. Let me ask you something else. What are you doing here? I am the one tasked with watching over the hunting path. Kiki motions to the mountain path, snaking its way upwards behind her. Our hunters use it to reach the northern plateau, where they hunt the quick gecko and the fierce rad scorpion. It is also supposed to act as an escape route should Alco come under attack. Why does it need guarding? The northern plateau is dangerous for those not skilled in the huntsman's ways, and there is always the odd chance that a struggling bandit or other unsavory persons seek to enter Elka without admittance at the main gate. It is my task to convince such people to return into the wastelands. I see. Thanks for the info. Let me ask you another question. Is that your dog? Yes, that is Timoak. He is getting quite old, but I would trust no one else better with having my back. As the Pathwatcher, I live a bit solitary, but Timoak has always been a kind and loving companion, and his nose is still as keen as when he was a pup. Isn't it lonely with just a dog as a friend? Not really. Like my father, I have always had an affinity for animals, dogs in particular. Timoak is actually descended from my father's trusty companion. It must seem a bit silly to an outsider, but my family has always trusted our dogs more than our fellow men. I guess that's supposed to be like a dog meat reference. No, not at all. People can be real bastards sometimes. Look, it gives you an intrigued look. Really? I am glad to speak with someone who shares my sentiment, even if I might not have such a phrase to describe it. Now, was there anything else you were wondering about? Ever seen or heard anything strange around these parts? Not that I can recall, although Timoak was disturbed by something a few nights ago. Something from up the hunting path. I ventured up there expecting an inquisitive gecko, or a thief in the night, but there was nothing. I now suspect that it was the ancestor spirits playing tricks, as I recall seeing a obstruction in the air. Something that was there, but still was not. But I do not dwell on it, as the spirit world is not for me to understand. Rather weird that. Can I have some more of your time, please? Very well. Was there anything in particular? That's it. No, okay. Okay, cool. Later. Can I go up it then? I'm not allowed to go up it? Roof, roof. This is Ralph. Ralph, Ralph. Maybe that's why his name is Slow-Off or whatever it is. Ralph, Ralph. But I'm not allowed to go up, apparently, from the look of it. Oh, no knockout. Oh, no. I'm in trouble. Shit. Damn it. All right. I'm going to try again, though. There we go. I'll take all her stuff. Can we just walk past her now? No, probably not. She still blocks the way. No, the dog. There's bleeding. Look at that. Who would have thought there'd be bleeding in this mod? That's cool. Alright. Cool or lame? I'm not really sure which one yet. Let's try and knock the dog out now. Oh no, I'm in trouble. No! Ah, well, whatever. Okay, so, what am I supposed to do now? So I've got about everything that I can tell. Well, the only other direction is to, like, to go into there. I don't know what to do with that. Hey, this wraps quite well. Wait, hold on. There's something going on downstairs. The one that satisfies human skulls. Oh. What? Okay. See a headstone. Here's what it says. There's a house in Elko they call the Travel's house. There's a guy, a psycho guy, they call a cheesy one. They call the cheesy one. He took a lot of jet, and went to Travel's house. He took a gun, a fucking minigun. All bastards are dead inside now. His mother was a prostitute. She was selling jet. His father was a raider down in Wastelands. Now the only thing a raider needs is a jet and a gun, and the only time he's satisfied is when he has a lot of human skulls. This doesn't rhyme for crap. This is not rap at all. Old Ron Perlman, tell the players not to do what he has done. Spend your lives in murdering and misery in the Travel's house. Lyrics by Continuum. All right, those were terrible lyrics. Maybe they were better in Russian. I don't know, but that was terrible. The Great Marker reads, Dennis Presnell. We can almost hear him now. You call that a funeral? That sucked. You guys are assholes. I'm never done again. Blah, blah, blah. Scratched below it says, God rest Brian D. Should have kept on the patch. Okay. Well, let's go. I guess we'll talk to, I don't know, we'll talk to Baxter for a sec. Is there anything new? No. Okay, we'll talk to Cassidy again now.
Shoot.
Oh, wait, what do you know about the Arroyan Shaman?
That's right. You've been spared that shithead's bull for the most part. It's like that. The shaman, Matadu, has been all riled up lately, trying to shake the rules in Elko. He's up to no good, I tell you, and I'd prefer if you stayed the hell out of whatever pot of trouble he's got brewing.
Right, I'll try to do that. Leave. Okay. How about some booze, Pops? Cassie just stares at you with his hard eyes. I'll just get back to the matter at hand. All right.
Shoot.
Who should I talk to around town?
You actually have to ask? Oh. Well, I'd start with the folks that played a big part in your life. Janie and her brother Mike, for starters. Janie should be at her diner next door, and Mike's probably chopping meat at his place on the east side. Steve Corbin and Doc Feng would probably appreciate it if you dropped in as well. And then there's Baxter, of course. Can't guarantee he'll be sober enough to get anything from, though. But if you feel lucky, he's right over there by the table, all gloomy that I cut him off from the booze.
Okay. I already did talk to Baxter. He won't talk to me anymore. Okay. Anything else I should know before we leave?
Corbin has a decent stock in his store if you've got the cash, and I'd talk to people around town about what to expect out in the wastes. There's a whole lot of valuable advice nestled amongst the bold people around here, Sling. And whatever you do, try to stay away from that piece of shit shaman over in the Arroyan camp.
The shaman, why?
That's right. You've been spared that shithead's bull for the most part.
Alright, so we've had that conversation already.
Shoot.
What do you know about the Arroyan shaman? Already
That's
had that conversation, okay. Nothing new. Okay, so that's it. All he's got. I'm just trying to steal him. I can't steal from him. Aw, lame. What about Baxter? I can steal his beer, I guess. I'm not sure what to do at this point. Oh! The great stone pillar towers above you. It is covered in carved pictures retelling the saga of the Chosen One. Examine the pictures. There are many pictures carved into the pillar's surface, accompanied by small wooden plaques with a scripture fastened to it with heavy iron spikes. Which carving do you examine? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 carvings. A lone figure next to a canyon with a 13 in the sky. The plaque next to the carving reads, "The great father traveled across the deserts after his brothers and sisters had scorned him. Cast out from his paradise, he sought to create his own. When he reached the great canyon, he knew it to be the place for his new paradise. Arroyo, his followers, those from the 13 that did not forsake him, and those from the tribes that admired him, all joined him in his endeavor. The Arroyan tribe was thus born." A small child next to a man next to a tribal warrior. The plaque next to the carving reads, "Before he left paradise in the care of his fellows, the great father had a daughter. The daughter had a son. This son was to become the chosen one. The child was taught of the world, prepared for its dangers, and trained to overcome where others would falter. When the days of drought came upon the paradise, the child was a man. The man was sent out to find the hope that the disc spoke of, the Garden of Eden. When the man found the hope, he had become the warrior, and precious little of the child remained." Okay, a humanoid mantis surrounded by burning humanoids. Okay. The plaque next to the carving reads, "As the chosen one searched the wasteland for that which would deliver Arroyo from death, death became manifest and sought Arroyo out. The great father's paradise was ravaged by the deadly demons, the mantis men with iron skin, the Enclave. Many of the tribe fell to the scythe of evil, and many more were taken to their den. When the chosen one returned, the Garden of Eden created in his hands, only the noble Hakunin remained. With his spirit's last breath, the great shaman told of the evil that men do, and the chosen one vowed to strike them down in anger." A great mushroom cloud behind the image of a boat. The plaque next to the carving reads, "The tribe of Arroyo was brought to the den of evil, the iron island amidst the waves. Here they met with other that the mantis men with iron skin had taken, Child of the Holy 13, kindred spirits to the tribe. Although, children of the Holy 13. Although the nightmare seemed endless, the chosen one fulfilled his destiny and brought his anger down onto the evil men. Together, the tribe and the children of the 13 left the Iron Island on the boat of Valdez. Great was the joy when the chosen one brought his justice on the island, striking it with holy fires of the past. Great was the joy when the new Arroyo could be settled, the paradise everyone thought lost." Okay, a snake coiled in a circle and biting its own tail, the 13 in its center. The plaque next to the carving reads, "With the rise of the new paradise, the new Arroyo, the circle had come nearly full. Many seasons passed before the chosen one took the journey, the same that the great father had so long ago. Like the father, he had become something else in his eyes of his fellows. He had brought them hope in life, leaving none for himself. Yet many were the men and women that followed him when he left to find his own paradise. Far to the east in the sandy dunes and harsh peaks, the chosen one found the traces of a forgotten world. Here he found an echo. Here we remain. Now the circle was complete." A lone figure floating above other humanoids that have their arms open to the skies. The plaque next to the carving reads, "Like the great father did so long ago, the chosen one left us as well, leaving the care of paradise in our hands. His mortal shell may still wander the wastelands, but this we will never know. His memory and his spirit, that which will always give us hope, will always remain. We must swear to never tarnish his legacy, never forget his sacrifice, and always honor him in death as we did in life. Long live his memory." Okay, leave the pillar alone. "You have studied the pillar extensively and learned the saga of the chosen one. You gain 50 experience points." Let's talk to Corbin out here then. What did you need me to do again? Go talk Doc Fane. See if he can help you find the bottomness of this sickness business. Once you've made some progress, get back to me and we'll see if we can fix all this bull that's been brewing amongst the Arroyans and the Elkins. Okay, so this guy maybe I should talk to. Can report that Fing was successfully been able to help the trench boy. Really? What was his accent? Really? Really? This is wonderful news. Firstly, here is your reward as promised. Corbin empties a small pouch on the table, producing a small pile of coins. There. Now, more importantly, was Fang able to identify the disease? Take the $100. Yes. It seems to be the same thing afflicting the Arroyan populace, a toxin native to the mushrooms that grow in the graveyard. A toxin, you say? For the graveyard mushrooms? This is starting to add up to something very ugly. What do you think, Q? Could there be foul play involved? Most likely. A large quantity of them would have to be consumed to get sick. And it's strange that only a select few Arroyan have been afflicted aside from the 2 Elkin kids. Any suspects? I was hoping you had anything to say on the matter. If it's foul play, then who would gain from it? Corbin scratches his graying beard with irritation as he thinks, Well, if we look at the situation, Matatu would be the one to gain from all this. As Fang was unable to identify the cause for the Arroyan sickness, as well as the Elkin kids, he lost credibility amongst the townsfolk. The shaman, however, proved to be able to handle the sickness, further cementing his grip on the people. This is all just speculations, though, on dangerous speculations at that. If Matatu is involved, then Counselor Jordan should know something about it. He's been good at assisting me in quelling the shaman's bull in the past. And hopefully he'll be able to help now as well. Please, Q, seek Jordan out in his office at the town hall. We can't risk any interference from Matatu at this point, which will happen if I go personally. Tell Jordan that I sent you and to trust you in this matter as he would trust me. Give it a shot, I guess, but I called him a dick, so we'll see. I keep calling him a dick. Yo, Gim, what is it now? Okay. Counselor Corbin sent me. He needs your assistance in an important matter. Tell Jordan about the toxin and Corbin's suspicions towards Matatu. Jordan takes your story in. When you're done, he doesn't seem all too shocked, even surprised. And Steve trusts you? He's got a better judge of character than me, so I guess I'll have to trust him to trust you. Damn, I hate politics. So, the sickness ravaging my people is in reality a toxin, and you suspect that our own spirit shaman is to blame? Yes, unless you have any better lead as to who is behind it. No, you're right to suspect the shaman. There is more at work here than you could possibly know, kid. No, child. I have suspected that Matatu is working in his own interest rather than that of the tribe for quite some time now. It is time that something is be done about it. What do you propose, then? Meet me at Corbin's General Store. We will pool our resources to devise a proper plan to take Matatu down once and for all, but it must be done quickly. Sure, see you in a few minutes, then. And, I guess. So... What? The door is locked? Why am I locked in here? What the fuck? God damn it. Can I get out? Okay, I managed to pick the lock. 25 experience points. Why'd they lock me in here? Where was I supposed to go? I got locked in here for some reason. The general store. I think this was the general store? Okay. After discreetly checking the windows and filling Counselor Corbin in on the details, Jordan turns to you. As I said earlier, we need to act fast. No doubt Matatu already has his suspicions and has begun covering his tracks. I'm all ears here. Good, I've been keeping an eye on Matatu for the last few years, and lately his behavior has changed. He has started making a lot of nightly visits to the graveyard, which is where the shrooms possessing the toxin that Fang discovered grow, and he's become a lot more vocal about his misgivings towards the outsiders here in Elko. I believe that the shaman is somehow using the way of the ancestors to further whatever cause he is pursuing. So what can we actually do about it? We need to gather enough evidence to support the claim that Matatu is involved in the poisoning of the tribe. With a hard enough case, those that have fallen to the shaman's perverted preachings, will realize what a monster he is, and then we can arrest him and put him on trial. I don't know, is he preaching perverted stuff, or is he just kind of murdering people? Anyway. But we already have Fang's findings as well as your support, Counselor. How can't that be enough? Because Matatu has already managed to discredit Fang and make him a quack in the eyes of the tribe. And even though I am a counselor, my word still won't outweigh that of the tribe's spirit shaman in this dire time. Matatu has been manipulating the tribesmen with his corrupted version of the old ways for years now, and he knows exactly what buttons to push in order to have my kinsman grovel at his feet. Okay, so what else do we need in? First, we need to find out how the people are poisoned exactly. The ancestral spirit brew uses the shrooms as an ingredient. Yes, there's never been this kind of problem before. Even more so, I've personally witnessed hunters imbibing the brew, and only some of them are afflicted with the sickness. I do not believe it is as simple as the brew itself causing the sickness. There must be some sort of trigger effect that we're missing. I would suggest you speak with Dr. Feng about that matter. Find the trigger effect. Got it. Anything else? Maybe he is. Death sticks, huh? Just smoking them, huh? Okay. So what else do we do? Yes, we will need a sample of the spirit brew itself. Matatu would likely have disposed of any of if he might still have had. There remains one sample at the bottle that the Elkin kid stole. It is obvious that they partook of the brew, as Dr. Feng's findings suggest, and Matatu himself was wild with rage a few days ago when someone had snuck into his tent and made a ruckus. That bottle hasn't been found yet, so chances are the boys hid it before they went sick. Find that bottle, Q. Now go, speak with Feng and be quick about it. We don't have much time. Okay, I'll speak with Feng, I guess. So I guess Lucy would be the person to talk to about the bottle, then. Presumably. What's on your mind, Q? Or what's on your mind, Q? Oh, God, what was his voice? Oh, trying to find a trigger effect for the toxin. And I was wondering if you'd have some insight. A trigger effect? Well, from what I've been gathering from Jonas's blood sample, I would say that the toxin itself, in small quantities, is relatively harmless, although there are no traces of other foreign materials that could have caused the toxin to react so violently. Trigger effect would probably be as simple as another intake of the toxin, adding to the toxin already present from a previous ingestion. What other source could there be other than the spirit brew, then? I've heard from the first-hand account that the brew itself doesn't actually cause the sickness. No, that would be correct. Matatu probably knows this as well, so the second intake of toxin is probably something that wouldn't draw any attention, something that doesn't allow the victim to know that they're partaking of more shroom toxin. Clever bastard, that shaman. Try speaking to people and see what you can find out. Maybe the trenches have some information, or any of the Aurelians on the west side of town. I'll be here waiting for whatever you dig up. Aside from a select few drinking the spirit brew, the ancestral spirit ceremony includes a feast of flesh, where participants eat a lot of Brahmin meat. So the sick Aurelians would most likely have gotten sick from eating meat then? It sure sounds plausible. Very well, I believe we have enough grounds to make a test of the meat and see what we find. Wait here while I procure a sample. Feng leaves you yet again in his office. Got any magazines? No. Continue. In only a few minutes, Feng returns with a parcel of meat. He half runs to the auto dock and starts tapping away at this console after placing the meat parcel in it. Where'd you get that meat? What? Oh, I took it from the stomach cavity of the Carrington boy after we did the second autopsy and had Janie store it in her cellar. Call it a hunch. Now then, the results will be ready in about an hour time. I'm sorry to say, but for both our safety, I must insist that you stay here, Q, so I have no idea how desperate Matata will become if he finds out what we are doing at the moment. Don't worry, I welcome the rest, actually, I guess. 1 hour passes with a dreary crawl, and then the autodoc pings as it prints out the results. Feng snatches the paper up and starts reading it. It seems we were correct. The meat does, in fact, contain a diluted dose of the toxin. Somehow Matatu has been able to have the Brahmin eat the shrooms. The added amount of toxin from eating the meat would be completely destroyed by an adult's immune system within days of second rest, even with the brew consumed beforehand, which at worst would make one a bit queasy and constipated after the initial psilocybin trip went on its own. Obviously, a child's immune system cannot cope with it, though. This is indeed a victory mixed with a tragedy. But now we have proof that the Brahmin have been poisoned with the toxin. Indeed we do. But there is still no hard evidence of the shaman spirit brew. He will most likely have disposed of any that was left the day that the first Elkin child got sick, and all we have is evidence found through the use of my autodoc. Matata will dispute the validity of our proof, and the snake does have a way with words. Actually, there's still a sample of the brew left, the bottle that made Jake and Jonas sick. Just need to find it. Well, that changes things for the better, now doesn't it? So what are you standing around here for? You find that bottle and take the printout from the autodoc. Thank you for your assistance, Q. I would never have been able to move around as freely as you have. Thanks, Doc. I'll get a move on. Take the printout and leave. Okay, so we're going to talk to Lucy. She's up here somewhere. Come on. There she is. Why so quiet? It's just you. Okay, no. Okay. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Okay, damn it. She doesn't have it on her. Wait, let me read this. Documents provided by Dr. Fing regarding the poisonous toxin responsible for royal sickness. Okay. That's nothing. No! She doesn't tell me anything yet. Well, maybe the kid is awake now or something. Nope. Mom? Welcome back. Is there anything I can help you with? Can you tell me about how Jonas got sick? Might help me get to the bottom of the whole situation. Yes, I'll try. Kaija takes a deep breath and calms herself before continuing. Jonas got sick only yesterday. At first, it wasn't much, a fever, aching, nothing really alarming, but then it got so much worse. My boy couldn't sleep. He started to have incredible pains and nightmares, and his fever never seemed to stop rising. I'd almost lost hope when Matato came by. And what did Matato do about it then? He gave him the blessing of the spirit world and told me to keep Jonas' feet down with ointments and salves. He said that the ancestor spirits are angry because I had betrayed the tribe by leaving it for Kyle. He said that my poor little boy was being judged for my error. I don't know what to believe now. Jonas is sick with the same thing that's striking our tribesmen, the wrath of the spirits. Yet the Carrington boy also died from the sickness, and Fang was able to help my little boy. I don't know what's right or wrong anymore. It'll all be cleared up soon, Kaija. Who was Jonas with before he got sick, and did he eat anything strange? He always played with Jake Carrington, who got sick a day before Jonas. And that Wilshire kid, Lucy, I think her name is. She hasn't gotten sick though, but Kyle says that she stopped talking all of a sudden. And as for what he ate, it was the same thing that both me and Kyle ate: cooked vegetables and Brahmin meat. Nothing out of the ordinary. Thanks. Okay, thanks for your time, Kaija. Goodbye. Kaija, goodbye. I can never thank you and Fang enough for giving me my boy an honest chance. Is there anything at all which I can do for you? Answer some questions for me. That would be, I could help to further secure Jonas's health. Anything that might help, just ask. Remember what Jonas ate before he got sick? Anything out of the ordinary? No, he had the same as me and Kaija. Nothing but cooked vegetables and some meat. He did get sick shortly after supper, but neither me or my wife was affected, so I didn't really give it any more thought. Another question. Did Jonas have any friends that might know something? Well, he only hang out with Jake Carrington and Lucy Wilshire, really. No other kids are his age except the Corbin kid, but they're never really drawn even, you know. And as Jake's, well, dead, I guess you could try talking with Lucy. Her father told me that she gone mute recently, just stopped talking and started looking spooked all the time. I took it down as a bad reaction to Jake's death, but who knows. Anyway, she's usually around over at the diner by the gardens. One more question. All right. What's your take on Matato on all this? That bastard, he did more damn harm than good. He kept going on about that ancestor spirit bullshit all the time, saying that Jonas was being punished because Kaiju fell in love with me. So damn full of it with his fucking preaching of all the old ways, honor, and all that crap. Sorry, but I'd like to switch the subject. Can't think straight when talking about that piece of shit. Sure, no problem. All right, that's it. Okay. Lucy it is. I knew it would be Lucy eventually, but I had to go through the right conversation first. ... Lucy, right? I need to talk to you about your ghost, about your friend Jonas, about your ghost. Why? How do I not know this is Lucy? It's like there's 3 kids in the entire town. 2 of them one of them's dead, one of them's sick, and the third one is the only one that's left. And I've lived here my entire life. How do I not know who she is? Talk to you about your friend Jonas. Lucy starts to fidget an awful lot and avoids eye contact when you mention Jonas. Now you listen here, kid. You need to start talking now. Otherwise you'll be killing your friend. No, I told him not to do it. I told him the Batman would put the evil eye on us. I told him it's not my fault. There we go. Now slow down, kid. What bad man? Who did you tell not to do what? The bad man, the tribal shaman with the mean red eye. Sniffle. I told Jake and Jonas not to sneak into his tent, that we'd get into trouble. And now he's put the evil eye on us. They snuck into Shaman's tent. Why? Cause Toas wanted to drink from the brew and be a man like his mother's brothers. Jake and Jonas stole the bottle and drank from it. And they all went all weird. And now they're sick or dead, and I'm next. Stop crying, damn it. There's no such thing as the evil eye. Now, where did the bottle go? With panicked sobs, Lucy takes out a small bottle from one of her pockets. She basically shoves it on you with trembling little hands and a pleading look in her eyes. Good girl. Now run on home before the bad man catches wind of this. Maybe tell her not to eat meat? She has to be suddenly vegetarian? She fucking disappeared. She just disappeared. She didn't run across here. She stopped right there. What the fuck? All right, whatever. Her home is in the outback somewhere. All right, cool. We have an answer.
Shoot.
Councilor Corbin has been looking into the sickness that's been spreading around town. How do you think I should handle it?
Handle it right, of course. Do what Steve tells you. That wily old bastard knows what's best for this town, believe me.
All right.
Shoot.
I guess that's it. Okay, nothing else new. You obtained the bottle of the spirit brew and you got it. It's 25 XP. I am 35 points away from going up that level. This has got to be it. Come on. This is the essence of... Time is the essence, Q. I have it. I have it. I have the fucking bottle. Am I supposed to do something with it? Does nothing. Alright. This guy? You return, Q. What news do you bring? You'll be happy to know that Fang has pinpointed the trigger effect, and I also have the spirit brew bottle that the kids stole. Excellent work, child. With my voice back in this proof, the people will surely see the truth. You should speak with Corbin. He's in charge of the town guards, so he will have to handle the issue of arresting the shaman. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a testimony to prepare. Very well, Counselor, leave. Yes, Q. Jordan told me to speak with you regarding Matatu. I've obtained the missing bottle, and Fang has provided a printout regarding the toxin trigger effect. This is great news, Q. And great indeed. Now we have enough evidence to back our claim. I'd like you to accompany me and Officer Lynch as we apprehend Matatu. After all the running around had you doing it, it ain't more than fair that you get a share of the glory in taking that snake down. And here, a little something extra for your troubles. Corbin winks as he hands you a small pouch jingling with coins. Yay. Got a better idea, Elder. While you address the people with the evidence, I'll personally confront Matatu. This way, he can't possibly try and pull any hijinks on us before we've proposed his crime to the public. I like how you think, kid. Just like John. Well, okay, since you made all this possible, I'll let you finish it your way. While you seek Matatu out in his tent, myself and Jordan will address the people. Now, don't do anything stupid, kid. Matatu is one crazy son of a bitch if cornered. We're waiting for you back here once everything has been taken care of. Thanks, Counselor. I am not going to survive. I'm going to save this in a separate slot. As gonna does. Let's see if this guy says anything new. He does not. Okay. So let's go talk to Matatu. Talk to Matatu. About the sickness. Everyone I've seen has a great deal of. Okay, so this is the saying. Hold on. Hold on, there's more dialogue here. I'd like to talk to you about a strange sickness that's been going around. What do you think about it? What I think? I do not know anything of it, Q. Matatu was communed with the spirit world, and he knows that it is not a mundane sickness, but the embodiment of our ancestors' displeasure. We have faltered from the old ways and lost their trust. What do you mean faltered from the old ways? Every Arroyan I've met seems to have a great deal of commitment. You have not seen a lot of our Interarchans, Q. The commitment that you speak of only began once the first sign of the ancestors' displeasure was made manifest. Before that, many of us had exchanged the old for new, much to Matatu's objection. Instead of the herbs of our shaman and the aid of our keeper, our tribe had begun seeking the aid of your doctor, Fing. They had also started to become lax in their duties, preferring the meals of the diner over the flesh of hunted gecko. Some, like Kaija, had even shamed our ancestors by marrying with a wastelander. Kaija? You mean Kaija Trench, the mother of the sick boy, Jonas? She forcefully objected to Fing's subsistence ever since the boy got sick. As she should have. I hear that the boy is stable now, but it will not last. Matatu says that the ancestors revile at the thought of Arroyan blood being contaminated by wastelanders. Many times the shaman has worried aloud about the unavoidable fate of the poor child. Yeah, I bet he has. I'll see you later, Vax. I got some things to take care of. Oh, I was hoping I could be able to convince him to leave, but whatever. What is the meaning of this? How dare you disturb the spirit shaman during his meditation, you insolent cur! Cut the bullshit. I have evidence that proves that you're the one behind the sickness, shaman. Snort. You speak lies, bastard child. The wasteland should have claimed you the day you clawed yourself into this world. I am the proxy of the ancestral spirits. They know my cause to be righteous. You're the root of the sickness, you fraud. I'm here to remove you. Vrax brandishes his spear and has a very grim and determined look in his eyes. You dare question our shaman's wisdom, even accusing him of poisoning his own people. You spit on us. Your crime will be paid in blood. I'm telling you the truth. If Matatu is indeed honoring the old ways, then the ancestors will protect him. If they're powerful enough to put a plague on a whole tribe, then they will surely be able to shield their beloved shaman from one measly assailant. Don't you think? Well, come on. He can't get anything better than I'm going to attack him and the spirit should protect him. It's kind of dumb, but all right. Your words seem to reach through whatever fanatical dogmas Vrax had driven into his skull by the shaman during the years. Yes, you speak true. Your ancestors are mighty and they will protect their chosen shaman. Vrax's anger wanes a little as he turns to Matatu. Master, I will step aside so that you can dispose of this gnat with your own hands. I apologize for assuming that you wouldn't be able to handle your own. Good choice, Vrax. So, Matatu, are you ready to admit your crime? You stupid, ignorant bastards, I'll kill you both. That was kind of a silly reasoning, but whatever, you know. Get a knockout. Just you and me, shaman. I'm gonna miss 3/4 of my shots. I'm gonna miss 3/4 of my punches, but maybe I'll survive long enough to get you a knockout. Ah, come on. Oh my god. Seriously? Ah! And he heals himself. Oh, I can heal myself. Flip you and your crap. I have 5 of these. One of which I stole from you, actually. Give me a knockout. Oh, come on. I'm bleeding. There we go. Now he's unconscious. Can I take stuff from him? Can't take stuff from his chest, but I can take his knife, I guess. I can't if you touch any of those things. I can't. It's okay, I guess you're dead. You got up a level. You got 500 experience points. Yay! The final shaman is dead. A just punishment for his despicable crimes. Vrax looks at you with shock. You killed him! How is this possible? You're smart enough to figure it out, Vrax. He wasn't any damn shaman. He was just a rotten opportunist. He used you, he used the old ways, and he used your people. I have the evidence to back it up as well. Data showing that he intently poisoned your tribe in order to rule you through fear and superstition. This is just too much. My whole life has been a lie. I've been aiding him in poisoning up my people. Vrax looks first at the shaman's body and then at his spear. I do not deserve to wield this. I am no warrior. I am just a pawn. Vrax throws the spear aside in anger and storms out of the tent. There he goes. Yeah, off the side of the map. No! Oh no! You heard it, guys. You know what that noise is. Everybody knows what that noise is. Something has just crashed. Uh-huh. There it goes. Oh, too bad. Too bad. Let me try that again. There we go. There we go. Yep. And then, let's save it. Crashy McCrashy. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Gonna run away. Okay. Cool. Here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. Alright, it's looking good. Don't dilly-dally. Okay, I guess we're going back over here. I murdered the shaman for you. You're back, Q. Well, we managed to convince the public about Matatu's crime. How about your meeting with that Viper go? Well, I confronted him. He tried to kill me. He's dead now. Really? That's unfortunate. Would have been better to leave his fate up to the people, but at least now he can't possibly hurt anyone again. You did good, kid. Really, you did. I'll make sure that no one points any fingers for killing the shaman. You have my damn word on that. Thank you, counselor. Now I have to be on my way. Cassidy is no doubt waiting for me. Yeah, call me Steve, okay, kid? All my friends do. Remember to keep your wits about you in the wastelands and keep an eye on that old fool of a father you have. Wouldn't do him any good to come back here before even more trashed up than he already is. And if you need to buy any last-minute supplies before you leave, just stop on by. I'll do that, Steve. Goodbye. Yay! I don't think there's gonna be any more combat to be had, but I may as well put that in there and just go and head back to Cassidy's and finish up the quest, I guess.
Just heard about what went down with the shaman. You've got balls, kid. I'll give you that. But try not to rush headlong into a fight when we get out in the wastes, you hear? You'll get both of us shot that way. Anyway, good job.
Got what he deserved. Now, what do we need to do before we can leave this place?
Now we only need to get the Pip-Boy and the oh-so-holy vault suit. After that, we can leave.
Why do we need the vault suit? The Pip-Boy, yeah. Why the vault suit? Oh, that's exactly the question. I get that you need the Pip-Boy, but why the vault suit?
Well, think about it this way. If I bite the bullet out there in the waste before we find my buddy, you'll have to go on without me. If you have the suit, he'll know who you are, and hopefully not put a slug in your face before you can explain everything. Now, this is just the worst case scenario, you hear.
Wait. I have to go and find him. Even if you can't?
Listen here, kid. If it weren't for him, I probably wouldn't be here today, and neither would this damn town for that matter. Now where the heck do you think that would have placed you? I know he's in some kind of trouble. The least we can do is give him a damn hand, or find out what happened should it be too late. Now, you done bitching?
Jeez, take it easy, damn.
The stuff we need is hidden beneath the crypt at the cemetery over on the west side. When the Chosen One left, the townsfolk commemorated the crypt as kind of a spiritual grave. I don't know, some bullcrap about him leaving for the future or some such. Anyway, we need to get down into the crypt, fetch the stuff, and leave town tonight. I'm not too big on tearful goodbye ceremonies, and I'd like to avoid the hassle of convincing the council about borrowing those things. Now, you ready, or you got any loose ends to tie up first?
I got some things I need to take care of. Now I'm ready.
Good. Wait here while I close down the bar and drag Baxter off to his bed. Once it's dark enough, we'll get moving.
Okay. There, it's unlocked. Lead the way, hotshot. I guess. To a sewer? They dumped the body in a sewer? Seriously? That's what you're guarding?
Huh. Seems the shaman had a whole buttload of shrooms. Crazy junkie bastard. You go on inside, kid. I'll stay here and make sure we aren't followed. The Pip-Boy in the suit should be in the connected cavern, all the way in the end.
What? You're not coming with me? It's your suit. Come on.
Heck no. For one, we need to make sure that no one stumbles across the wide open crypt. And second, I ain't too fond of the creepy crawlies that skitter around in here.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Wow, you're actually afraid of some overgrown bugs?
Bite me. I ain't afraid. I just don't like them. Now stop gabbing and get going.
Yeah, whatever. Should have read the other line. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Now get your ass in there. Should have brought a fucking blanket, mumble bumble. Mumble bumble bumble. It's gonna be a long night. Alright, I think we're close to the end of the demo. We just got a bunch of rats to kill. With my strong punch! Who wants some? Come get some. Whatever. It's always some. I ain't afraid no bugs. These aren't bugs, though. Oh, I guess there are bugs. Later on down here. Oh. Rats and ants, both. Just murdering them all, one at a time. Our way through the ant cave and the ant rat cave. I think that's everything down here. Is this enough for another level? Not quite. Alright. Hey, there's that and there's that. We'll take them. And I guess I'll wear it because what the flip, why not? I'm gonna wear some dead guy's clothes. It's been sitting in a box for 100 years. Probably not 100 years. What, there's traps in here? Seriously? Let me walk on it. Nothing happened. Alright, whatever. I guess they're broken traps. They're all traps. There's like a bunch of raystone plates in here. Alright, weird. Whatever.
What? Huh? Oh, it's you. Sorry, I guess I was lost in thought there for a moment. God damn, You look just like him with that suit.
I wonder if he gives the same response if I don't bother to wear the suit. Weird, okay. Same thing better not give me a rash. Anyway, I've got the Pip-Boy as well.
Good work, kid. Give it to me. I'll see if I can find whether he left any clues. He said that he'd leave an encrypted message regarding a rendezvous point. What was that damn password again?
Cassidy starts to fiddle with the Pip-Boy, obviously stalling for time while he tries to remember something. Let's wait for him to finish. The silence of the crypt is suddenly cracked by the sound of gunfire and explosions, making bits of dirt and dust fall from the ceiling.
What the hell? That doesn't sound good.
That was cool.
We'll have to find the message later. All hell seems to have broken loose topside. Come on, kid, let's move.
That was cool. I like the sound effect they played.
The mutant attack was fierce and relentless, but the people of Elko united against the enemy. They had fought hard. The mutants, however, used their superior firepower to blast through the town walls, cleverly avoiding the automatic turrets. Without the protection of concrete walls, the Elkins succumbed to the mutants' gruesome rampage. Cries of death filled the atmosphere, and blood stained the earth that used to be your playground. A small group of survivors managed to retreat through a narrow mountain passage. You and Cassidy were part of that group. Soon you arrived at the hidden shelter, where you could wait out the storm. Suddenly, you spot a small detachment of mutant scouts that followed you to the area. You engage in a desperate fight. You have to make sure none of your assailants ever reports back. Your enemies are stronger and faster, but Cassidy's wit and experience enable you to lure them out into the open and pick them off one by one. The joy of victory is only short-lived, as Cassidy is struck with a heart attack. Severely drained, you help Cassidy inside the shelter. As you seal the door, you realize that the future of Elko lies in your hands.
The end. Thank you for playing Mutants Rising demo. Save Cassidy, find out what happened to the Chosen One, and learn why the mutants attacked Elko in the full version of Mutants Rising. Discover unique new locations and revisit places known from the original game. See how your choices influence the fate of whole communities. Mutants Rising is an old breed of RPG. From the new world map to fully voiced and animated talking heads, Mutants Rising is a new, fully fledged adventure in the Fallout universe. Dust off your Fallout 2 CD, iron your jumpsuit, and get ready to roam the wastelands again. Mutants Rising is 100% free Fallout 2 total conversion. Track our progress at http://mutantsrising.info. Anyway, yeah, that's the full mod, it looks like. And I am conscious. I'm on the floor unconscious for some reason. And here's the credits with no music. Oh, too bad, no music. Anyway, what do you think? Since there's only one person watching me, and I presume that's you, and I'll tab her out for a second, play some music. Play some Fallout 2 music at least. There we go. And obviously that's going to be the end of the stream, so this is going to be probably edited down into 2 streams. Because that was a good solid 3.5 to 4 hours of actual playthrough there. And it flowed pretty well. The writing was great. The writing was great, actually. There was a couple really funny points right at the beginning that I caught up. That's pretty cool. Did you encounter any bugs? Yeah, I did. Well, no. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it crashed when the guy left the first time. But then, hey, this is a demo. It didn't have any saving bugs. I could reload just fine. It didn't crash at all, except for that one time it crashed. A couple of typos in the dialogues, but nothing big enough to make any make it impossible to understand or anything like that. Just a couple like missing an S at the end or something like of a word or something like that, or missing the wrong conjugation. That's the word I'm looking for. That's it. Nothing really big. So this is additional art. Who did the? I may have missed the scripting. This is done by somebody who knows what they're doing, which is really cool. Even better, done by a bunch of people. This is the entire list of people who are actually working on it. Done by a bunch of people who know what's going on with Fallout 2 modding and have some experience with it. Next for the mod. Any information for my mod? I'm gonna play Lex's not Whispering Winds, the other one, the one that he made already. I'm gonna, next Friday's mod will be Lex's mod. I can't remember the name of it, but we're gonna play that one until it's up. Until I run into it. No, that one actually has an actual ending, or it should have an actual ending, I think. From what I understand of it. But that's all I got for that. I'm not sure what I'll be doing tomorrow. I know I will. You know what? I am going to be doing some Fallout 2 modding tomorrow. I don't know how much though. The most as in this mod. Sorry about the phone typos. Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Okay, I get it now. That took a minute. You had to, yeah, okay. What's next for this mod? Okay. So the Mutants Rising mod, there is a forum post, which I will happily grab here. I thought I had it open. Let me take a look real quick. So this mod, somebody started a forum post in 2016 about it, and Pixote dropped some art pictures of the stuff he's been working on, and PJ Hexer's chimed in and said stuff, and then like the most recent post from anybody working in the mod, this is 2020 here, is in 2020 it looks like. So Pixote says he decided to go through the script list for each location, count how many scripts need to finishing. The number is not small. He's pretty much done with the maps, from what I understand. There's just scripting, and I don't even think there's any dialogue left to do. I'm not sure. Approximation in the end might be slightly larger or smaller. So, so we got a total of 321 scripts, and then there's a whole bunch of references here. So he says there's 321 scripts left to do as of October 19th, 2020. So that's 5 months ago, right? January, February, March. December, yeah, so like 6 months ago. October 27th, which was a couple weeks later, he says he just had a message from Ardent, the guy who's doing the scripting. He's still working on the game, slowly but surely chipping away at the task. Remember, the game has approximately 1,000 scripts and 600 been completed so far. He's been working from home since March and has been avoiding spending much time in front of his computer, which is understandable. Yeah, well, this was September 14th. No, I'm sorry. This was October 27th, 2020, so this is... Yeah, this is during the lockdown, so yeah, I can't blame him. So there's a whole list of what's going on with the scripting. This is all spoilers, by the way. I'm not afraid of spoilers because I don't care. Hold on, is this a new post? Hey, there's a new post! All right, it's March 18th, 2021. I didn't actually catch this one yesterday. Okay, let's check this one out. So Pixote posts. By the way, if I'm mispronouncing his name, guys, gotta let me know. It's either Pixote or Pixote. I don't know which one. I assume they're one of the two is correct. Maybe it's a third or fifth pronunciation. I don't know. Anyway, the final map was finished today. So after 10 years, Mutant Rising is completely mapped. Yes, he finally finished it. I have gone over all the maps carefully over the last few weeks, fine-tuning and fixing little issues with the maps. Much of it was building new artworks to fix problems I left for last. I've cleaned out some unnecessary clutter, but the maps are still more detailed than Fallout 1 or Fallout 2. One element I spent a lot of time on was the night lighting for each location. All town maps look much better at night than the original Fallout 1 Fallout 2 maps, really. The lighting engine is very primitive, so many of the interior walls required individual lighting for each section. It was very time-consuming, but enhanced the atmosphere of each location greatly, IMO. Cool. So will the game ever be released? I can't say. We need to finish about 320 scripts. When that's done, the game will be released. Now, as an incentive, I'm going to show every map in the game with the description of each place. We need help to finish the game, so I'm going to advertise the entire game in the hope of the modders. And by the way, I'm actually going to include that advertisement in my video. In the hope the modders that post here might be willing to help finish the scripting of the game. So over the next few weeks, I'll be screen grabbing every location and uploading the images in separate spoiler brackets. All up there will be about 150. All up there, all together, I guess, will be about 150 images. I've reached the point where I don't really care anymore. I can't do anything more to complete the game. Scripting isn't something I'm capable of, so it's up to the Fallout community if the game will ever be released. For players that don't want the game to be spoiled, I recommend you don't open the spoilers. Everything will be shown hidden, including hidden areas that players won't be able to initially see and are opened through gameplay. With the location description and images, the players will have all of the fundamental information covering Mutants Rising, so be aware. But the devil is in the detail, and the game has a lot of amazing details. I'll open a new thread for this and load each town one at a time. I will probably reduce the image sizes to 50% of actual size, just to save loading time. I'll post the same thread over at RPG Codex. Hopefully it'll build enough interest to finish the game. Been told we only need to finish 320 scripts. Is that a lot? Depends. And here's some descriptions. And then some responses. The dialogues are complete. The map's complete. The quests and story are complete. The artwork is almost complete. There are 11 locations. I would say 6 are completely scripted, playable. The other 5 are in different states of completion, from 80% to 0%. The final location hasn't been touched. A place like Vegas has 6 maps and 18 elevations, close to 30 quests, and other critters are doing their thing. Ardent spent months scripting it, but it's still not finished. The place has about 170 scripts, and it's only 50% playable, 50% complete. I'm not trying to hide the reality that there's a lot of scripting required to finish the game. People might ask, is it worth my time? Well, I'll show you what we have, the world we made, and then people can decide for themselves. That's all I can do. I'm basically advertising for help. We have a Mutants Rising Discord server, which I am going to join right now. No text channels. I think you first need to be invited to the Discord channel. All right, cool. Anyway, so yeah, that is the progress update that we have so far. Pixote is done with the maps. The dialogue is done. The artwork is mostly complete. And it's just scripting. There might be some artwork left, but it's mostly just scripting from the look of it. So that's where we're at with this mod. And that's probably where I'm at with my stream. I'm about done. Just you and me. Let's see who else is streaming. Give somebody a raid.